So we're going to start standing. We're going to go for a roll down. Standing at one edge of your mat, the length of the mat out in front. We're going to take our chin to our chest and roll all the way down to find yourself in a forward fold. Head nice and heavy, arms nice and long. Go ahead and give me a few nods of the head, yes. And then shake that head no, looking over each shoulder. Getting as much range here as you can. On the next exhale breath, slight bend through the knee and slowly start to roll yourself all the way up to standing, resacking that spine one at a time. Chin is the last thing to lift. Look straight ahead. Let's go ahead and add a circle. Circle those arms all the way up overhead. Interlace the fingers at the top. Press those hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, and on the exhale breath, go ahead and dive those hands down to the mat, finding yourself back in that forward fold. Beautiful. From here, let's go ahead and take our left hand to our right ankle, and then take our right hand up towards the ceiling, and go ahead and look up towards that right hand. Big inhale breath here. And on the exhale, lower that arm down, change over to the opposite ankle, reaching that left hand up. Beautiful. Nice big inhale here. And on the exhale, lower the arms both down, soft bend in the knee, and start to peel yourself all the way up. Beautiful. One more just like that. We're going to circle those hands up overhead, interlace at the top, press those hands. Really sending energy through the palms of your hands, stretching those arms as much as you can. Inhale here at the top, feeling those lungs, and then on that exhale, dive down to those feet, hanging nice and heavy. Let's go for that nod again. Nod that head, yes. Forward and back, lifting that head, looking towards your belly. And then shake that head no, looking over each shoulder if you can. Beautiful. From here, we're going to walk out to find ourselves in a plank position, but don't worry, we're not going to stay there long. Drop those knees down and find yourself in a quadruped. Press through both of those palms, and let's go ahead and round through the back of your t-shirt, looking down towards your belly button. Beautiful. And then go ahead and take that eye gaze up, working through this cat and cow stretch. Big arch through your spine. Inhale here, and on that exhale, press through those hands, round through your t-shirt, really pressing that spine into the back of your t-shirt to make your back as round as you can. And on the next exhale breath, arch through the back, eye gaze goes up. One more here in each direction. Making the biggest shapes you can with your spine today. And then go ahead, last look up here. Meet me in your neutral spine in 3, 2, 1. Pressing into those hands. Spine's nice and long, neck's nice and long. We're going to work through some stability work here through our arms. So go ahead and lift, transfer your weight into your left palm, and then lift that right hand off the mat. Beautiful. Replace that hand down. Transfer that weight now into the right palm to lift that left hand off the mat. Being mindful here to limit the amount that you're moving as you're working through this. We're just lifting the hand off the mat to test that stability through your torso. Everything should be starting to switch on, cores engaged. We're just going to stay here for another 5, another 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. From here, we're going to go ahead and work through some kickbacks. So to start, we're going to flex through this right foot. And let's go ahead and stamp that heel back behind you so that that leg is in line with the spine. Beautiful. Lower that knee down back to quadruped, and now wave that left arm forward straight in front of you. Good. Replace the hand. We're going to keep working the same leg. Right foot stamps, bend it back in, left arm waves forward. Like we did in that very first exercise, when that arm waves forward, really trying to keep your body nice and level. Both shoulder blades are square to the mat underneath you. Start to cycle that breath. Exhale to stamp the foot. Inhale to return back to quadruped. Exhale to wave the arm forward. Inhale to return. Good. Working here now at a pace that feels good to you. We've got 5 more seconds here. You're going to meet me with that leg extended behind you in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and send that leg behind you and hold it there. Good. From here, we're going to bend this right leg out to the side. Bring that knee up towards your shoulder. Send it away. And then wave the arm forward. Replace. Good. Not lowering that leg now. Beautiful. Really thinking about connecting your right rib to your right hip bone as you bend that knee into the shoulder. We've got 5 more seconds here before we add on. In 3, 2, 1. Meet me with that arm extended out in front. Beautiful. From here, we're going to bend the arm and bend the leg at the same time. Take them both out wide. Beautiful. And then send it back behind you. Good. Give me another 4 here. 3 more. It's not easy. Last one. Send it back long. Hold it there. Don't go anywhere. You've got this. Let's go ahead and lower and lift this leg. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Beautiful. We've got 5 more seconds here. In 3, holding that leg up, 2, 1. You can put that hand back down. If you need to come down onto your elbows, you can. We're going to bend that knee in. We're going to go for a round of circles here. So keeping that toe pointed now. We're going to take that knee out to the side, straight back behind you, and then lower it down. Beautiful. All the way out, all the way back, lower it down. We've just got another 5 seconds here before we take it around the other way in 3, 2, 1. The next time you lower down, let's go ahead and take that leg straight back behind you, out to the side and lower it down. Beautiful. Again, if you need to come down onto your elbows, you can do this whole thing down on your elbows, giving those wrists a little bit of a break. Just here for another 5, another 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. From here, let's sit those hips back and find yourself in a child's pose stretch. Allow that chest to melt down towards the mat. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling out through pursed lips like you're blowing through a straw. One more deep breath like this. And on the exhale, let's return to that 4-point kneel. And then from here, I'd like for you to rotate open. We're going to go down on our left knee, left hand, and extend your right leg long. From here, our arm is going to reach up overhead, and let's go ahead and take a nice big side bend here, really stretching down that right side of your body. Lift that hand back to the ceiling, and then lift and lower that right leg. Good, it's a stretch over. Maybe your eye gaze goes with that hand, returns to the ceiling. We lift and lower the leg. Beautiful. This is all it is for now. Can you reach any further down towards that mat? Really pressing into that hand so that you're lifting out of that shoulder joint as you work through this. 5 more seconds here. Meet me with that arm extended to the ceiling, the leg lifted in 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, let's go ahead and bend the knee in, bend the arm, touch the elbow to the knee if you can, and then send it away. Good. It's an inhale to bend and exhale to press. Beautiful. Jumping back in when you can, taking as many breaks as you need to here. We're just going to work through this bend and stretch for another 5. In 3, we're going to add on. Send it long. Hold it here. We're going to go for 1 straight leg tap. So we're going to tap our hand to our foot or as close as you can, and then bend the knee, bend the elbow. They don't have to tap. You can just wave the arm forward, extend it long, bend both, send it away. Good. Nice work. We've got 5 more seconds here. Hold strong. Hold the leg long in 3, 2, 1. You've got this. It's a static hold. Hold it here. Jump back in. We've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower down. Sit back onto those hips. Sit your hips back onto those heels, sorry. And catch that breath. Big inhale breath here. And when you're ready, on that exhale, start to sit yourself all the way up. Beautiful work. Come all the way up to standing now for me. We're going to work through some squats here. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. When you're ready, I'm just going to go side on so that you can see what's happening in my body. We're just going to sit our hips back. We're going to hinge through our torso and then drive through those heels to stand all the way up. Good. Sitting all the way down as far as you can. Drive through the heels to stand nice and tall. Beautiful. As you squat down, thinking about pressing those knees outside of those pinky toes and then stand all the way up. Inhale to bend. Exhale to drive through those heels, stand nice and tall. Beautiful. Making sure there's pressure through the heel and the ball of that foot, but make sure you're able to wriggle those toes so that that weight is sitting predominantly through the heels. Beautiful. If you'd like to come with me and add on, each time you squat down, can you add an arm wave up to the ceiling in front of you? Beautiful. As we stand up, let's press those hands back behind your torso, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then we're going to sit all the way down, reach the arms forward. As you stand, press back. Moving as quickly or as slowly as you'd like today. Another little add-on here. Each time you stand up, press the hands behind you. Can you look over one shoulder? Beautiful. Sit down, arms go up, alternating each rep. We're working through a chest expansion now. Really squeezing those shoulder blades behind you as you look over the shoulder. Beautiful work. We've got 5 seconds. In 3, 2, we're going to hold that squat down. 1. Can you hold it here? Bring those hands behind your back. And from here, we're going to pulse it out. Little lift, little lower. Beautiful. Shining that collarbone straight up in front of you. Making sure that weight is back in your hips, heels, and you're pushing those knees out over those pinky toes. Here for another 5. In 3, hold it down. 2, 1, don't go anywhere. We've got a static hold. We're here for 5 seconds. You've got this. Don't forget to breathe. It's an inhale through the nose for 3, 2, last one, drive through those heels, stand all the way up. Give those legs a little run out. Have a sip of water now if you need to before we crawl back down onto the floor to do that whole thing on the other side. When you're ready, coming all the way down onto your hands and knees, wrists under those shoulders, knees directly under the hips. Let's go for a cat and cow stretch here, pressing through both of those hands, round through the back of your t-shirt. Make the biggest shape you can with your spine. And on the exhale, extend, looking all the way up. Good. One more here in each direction. Pressing through those palms, rounding through the back of your t-shirt. And on the exhale, arching through that spine, eye gaze goes up. Good, meet me in that neutral spine, ready to work through that kick back on the other side. When you're ready, we're going to flex that left foot. Press through both of those palms like you're pushing through the mat to lift up and out of those shoulders. And then we're just going to work through this flex bent leg press, return the knee, and we're just going to wave that hand forward. Beautiful. Extend the leg behind you up in line with the spine, lower it down, wave the arm forward. This is the flow. Using that exhale on the effort. Each time you stamp the foot, it's an exhale. Inhale to bend. Exhale to press the arm. Inhale to return. It's the same lay as we saw on the other side. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that you know what's coming. Really pressing into that left arm, not sinking into that shoulder joint as we work through this. Beautiful work. 5 more seconds here. Beautiful. In 3, meet me with that leg long. 2, 1. Perfect. From here, we're going to go ahead and change that position now, bending that knee in towards the shoulder. Send it away. Wave the arm forward. Replace the arm. Good. Inhale to bend. Exhale to press. Inhale to sweep. Exhale to reset. Beautiful. Nice work. Keep holding strong. We've just got another 5 seconds here. You've got this. Hold strong. If you need to shake it out, just jump straight back in when you can. Meet me with the arm and leg long in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. From here, bending the arm and the leg out wide. Good. Stretch it back out in front. Add a little lower, little lift. Good. Inhale to bend. Exhale to press. Lower and lift. Good. 3 more here. Last 2. Last one here. Beautiful work. From here, replace that hand, bend the knee down. If you need to come down onto your elbows, we're going to work through those circles now in the other direction. When you're ready, taking that knee all the way out to the side and then send it behind you to lower it down. Driving this movement from the thigh in the hip socket, making the biggest juicy circles you can. We've got another 2 here. Last one. Before we take it back the other way, sending that knee straight up behind you, out to the side, and then lower it down. Good. Cycling that breath here, just making sure you're taking a deep breath in the nose and out through the mouth. We've got 2 more here. Beautiful. Last one. Beautiful work. Sit those hips back, find that child's pose. Before we move on, let's just work through some child's pose to cobra stretches here. So let's go ahead and send our weight forward. Drop the hips down. eye gaze goes up. Releasing through that low back. When you're ready, peeling all the way back, hips sit back to those heels, finding that child's pose. Start to cycle that breath now. Inhale to find that cobra. Exhale to child's pose. It should feel quite nice in your body. Moving as quickly or slowly as you need today. Give me another 5 seconds here before we go back, opening to this side plank. Good. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and return to that quadruped, and we're going to open out to the front of the room. Down on that right leg now. Left leg's nice and long. And when you're ready, take that right hand down to the mat, and then that top hand stretches all the way up. Beautiful. Take a nice big stretch here, making a big stretch down the left side of your body. On the exhale, return that hand to the ceiling and go for a lift and a lower with that leg. Beautiful. Reach the arm over, up to the ceiling, lift and lower the leg. Beautiful. Inhale to reach, exhale, inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Beautiful. We've got 5 more seconds here. You're going to meet me with that leg extended off the ground in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. From here, bending the elbow towards that knee, send it away. Good. It's an inhale to bend and exhale to press. Good. Eye gaze can come too. Look down to that foot and then look up towards that hand. Let's go for another 3 before we add on to the next time the leg and arm are long, hold it there. Good. We're going to go for that sweep. Adding 1 sweep to tap that hand to the foot, extend it long, 1 bend, 1 press. Good. We're not long here. We've got 10 seconds. Hold strong if you can. 5 more seconds here. Meet me with the leg long in 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. We've just got a static hold for 5, 4. Can you lift that leg up any higher? 3, 2, last one. Beautiful work. Sit those hips back. If you need to take a quick child's pose, you absolutely can. When you're ready, we'll move on. I'll just face this way just to make sure I don't get off track and do something I didn't plan to do today. We're going to come up and find a high kneel. Toes are connected behind you so that you've got a little bit of a wider base of support. Come all the way up and then extend those arms out in front. Once you've caught that breath, I know I haven't, it's an inhale to hinge that torso back, and then an exhale to press through the tops of your feet to sit up nice and tall. Good. Inhale to hinge, exhale to sit up tall. Beautiful. This is all it is for now. Making sure those glutes are squeezing the whole time so that there's a nice long line through the front of your pants. Good. 5 more seconds here. We're going to hold. We're going to add on. In 3, I'd like you to hinge back and hold it there. On the next one, we're going to add on here. Once you're in that hinge position, take those arms out wide, sweep them back in front, and then press through the tops of the feet to sit up nice and tall. Good. It's an inhale to hinge. Exhale to open the arms wide. Inhale to sweep them in front, and then exhale to stand tall. There's 4 movements here. Big hugs. 5 more seconds here. You've got this. We're going to hold that hinge back in 3, 2, 1. We're just going to open and close those arms now. Beautiful. Can you hinge back any further? For another 5. For 3, 2, last one. Press through the tops of those feet. Sit up nice and tall. Beautiful work. We are nearly done. We've just got a few more minutes of class. Let's go ahead and kneel. And we're going to take our bottom over to one side so that both feet are on one side. Yeah, perfect. Explanation is probably not on point, but you know, we'll get there. Leaning over the side that your feet are, let's go ahead and take a nice big side bend. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Just reaching as far as you can here. It is awkward, the feet being on that side, I know. Maybe look up to the ceiling to increase that stretch if it's available to you. Inhale here, filling up those lungs. And on the exhale, let's go ahead and take this stretch in the other direction. Beautiful. When you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, we're going to bring those legs around to the other side now. Left hand goes down. Well, actually, I didn't cue any side, but the side that your legs are, let's go ahead and bend over that side. Filling up those lungs, filling up that side body, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Starting to really slow down that heart rate. Beautiful work here. From here, we're going to lay all the way down on our back. Arms are going to go out to the letter T. Feet a little wider than usual and allow both knees to fall to one side. Look in the opposite direction and enjoy that lower back release here. If you'd like to increase this stretch, go ahead and place that left foot on your right knee and then hold this stretch for a little longer. One more full breath here. And when you're ready, lifting those legs up, replacing that foot down and allow both knees to fall down to the other side. Looking over that shoulder, at that hand in the opposite direction. Nice work. When you're ready, if you want to increase that stretch, take that foot on top of that knee and really stretch out, twisting through that spine. Big inhale here. And exhaling out through pursed lips. Beautiful. When you're ready, bring those feet all the way back and let's go ahead and grab the back of our legs and however which way you can, sit yourself all the way up. We're going to finish class like we started today, so come all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Take a nice big inhale breath to circle those hands all the way up overhead. Interlace the fingers at the top and press those palms all the way up to the ceiling. Big inhale here, and on that exhale breath, circle those arms out wide, diving down, finding yourself in a forward fold. Beautiful. Maybe take your legs out a little bit wider and let's start to sway from side to side. Keeping that torso nice and heavy, releasing through the back of the hamstrings. We've got 5 more seconds here. Don't go anywhere. In 3, 2, 1. Like we did at the start, let's go ahead and take that left hand to the right ankle and twist and take that right hand up to the ceiling. On the next exhale breath, go ahead and change over, taking that right arm to the left ankle and your left hand shines up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Return through center, soft bend through the knees, and then start to peel yourself up, stacking that vertebra one at a time. Head nice and heavy. It's the last thing to lift. Beautiful. One last circle all the way up. And allow those arms to come all the way down by your side. Beautiful work today. Was not easy. They never are. I know. How'd you go?